Ever wonder what people looked like before they got famous? Well, today I've got what the cast of the MCU looked like before they were famous. So there you go. Welcome back to Prime Celeb. Let's get into the video. Number 10, Robert Downey Jr. Iron Man is played by none other than Robert Downey Jr., who does an excellent job of playing such a conceited and cocky character. Iron Man is known for being a bit full of himself since he is a bona fide genius. Iron Man was able to build his own suit and replace his own bodily organs in order to preserve his life. He definitely deserves to be a little cocky. Here's proof that before he was famous, Robert Downey Jr. looked absolutely adorable. Number 9, Scarlett Johansson. Black Widow is played by the lovely and talented Scarlett Johansson. As an adult actress, her fans have seen her change her hair color from blonde to red to brown many times. As a youngster though, she was known for having dark brown hair. Scarlett was already famous before landing the role of Black Widow, but the role of Black Widow is certainly what pushed her over the edge in terms of notoriety in the Hollywood industry. Number 8, Chris Evans. Captain America is played by Chris Evans, one of the most handsome actors in the Hollywood industry. He has such an all-American handsomeness to him that it's hard to find someone who doesn't find him absolutely attractive. When he was younger, he looked super adorable too. He definitely grew up to become one of the most handsome men in the entire Marvel franchise. Number 7, Mark Ruffalo. Before Mark Ruffalo played the role of the Hulk, Eric Bana and Edward Norton took their turns as a Big Green Monsters hero. Mark Ruffalo is the actor people recognize and know in the role as most of today. Before landing the role of the Hulk, Mark Ruffalo was already deep into his acting career. And before he was an actor, he was an extremely handsome teenager. Number 6, Lupita Nyong'o. Lupita Nyong'o is the actress who plays the role of Nakia in Black Panther. She played the love interest in the movie starring the late Chadwick Boseman. As a youngster, she was absolutely adorable and probably had huge hopes and dreams for the future. Whatever she thought she could achieve as a child, she was right about it. She is not one of the most talked about and adored actresses in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Number 5, Ryan Reynolds. Deadpool was played by the hilarious and handsome Ryan Reynolds. Playing the role of Deadpool was so important to him that he was willing to fund the first movie on his own just to bring it to life. He wanted to make it happen so bad. Deadpool was years in the making, but when it finally was filmed and released, it ended up being a success. The humor in Deadpool definitely pushes the boundaries of what is appropriate, but for fans who are old enough, it's so worth watching. Number 4, Chris Pratt. Star-Lord from Guardians of the Galaxy is played by Chris Pratt, who is still handsome as a teenager, but still looked quite dorky with his braces on. Chris Pratt grew up to be one of the most good-looking actors ever. Aside from being known as his role as Star-Lord, he is also known for his role in Pranks and Recreation alongside Aubrey Plaza and Amy Poehler. He's known for being a comedic actor, but he can also be very serious too. Number 3, James Marsden. Cyclops from the X-Men movies was played by James Marsden in the early 2000s. James Marsden still has the same adorable smile with the same dimples today that he had when he was a teenager. One thing that is definitely different would be his hairstyle, and that thankfully so. His teenage hairstyle was definitely not the right move. He has grown up and styles his hair in a way that is much more suitable. Number 2, Zoe Saldana. The character of Gamora is played by Zoe Saldana. Since she wears green skin makeup all over her body in the Guardians of the Galaxy movie franchise, it's hard to really see just how beautiful she is. When she isn't dressed up in the green body paint for her role, it's obvious to take a note of how beautiful Zoe Saldana really is. And she was still beautiful as a teenager, just take a look at the picture above. Number 1, Tom Holland. Other actors who have taken on the role of Spider-Man in the past include Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield. Most recently, Tom Holland is the actor who has taken on the heroic MCU role. Tom Holland is still very young, seeing as he is only 24 years old, but when he was an even younger person, he was still just as adorable and ready for the spotlight. His being cast as Spider-Man was definitely the right choice. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video. So long.